end up on the floor. Senatla, he's back again, Speckman. And the two Flyers combining. Chris Dry is on for South Africa, stretching his sizable frame forward. Arendse now, numbers here for the blitz box, and it's going to be Kurtley Arendse showing the gas. Back inside to Senatla, and Senatla around the outside, ducking, and there. Finding a way through the brambles, Seabelo Senatla.
Senatla's ability to beat people one-on-one, I believe, is up there with some of the best in the world. Just effortless. He can bounce, he can duck, he can dive, he can dodge. Any more Ds? But he really is a special player to have him back, to witness his performance back in a 7 shirt. It's a privilege to see. And this team, when they get it right, as you mentioned, are contenders for titles. Than to see.
It's the kind of player who dances before kickoff, just to get in the mood. Another big contact from kickoff. Arendse stepping, keeping it in 2 hands as well. Sees that Senatla has a little bit of green space, and Senatla sizes up 2 jesters, does them from the inside, then for speed, and the slide at the end. Seabelo Senatla, welcome back.
Well, it's good to have him back for exactly that reason. Big left foot step, bounce on the inside, 2 defenders absolutely blitzed past, and the blitzbocker has continued his significant reputation.
Emerging as one of their top forwards, Ryan Oosthuizen. Seabelo Senatla tries to get going again. He already has 2. Seabelo Senatla putting on the afterburners and then just dotting down in the corner. Senatla is back, and in what style?
He's just got the pace to see him through the gap, but then he just glides in. It's like watching Usain Bolt, who can start looking around at 60 metres. He just knows he's got that pace. Effortless style from Senatla. I reckon after a day's play like this, we're going to run out of superlatives for him, but he is just such a wonderful player to witness. He just glides around the sevens field. No, the difficulty with South Africa is you can often get through that first line, whereas most other teams that would be enough. South Africa chased back so well, blessed with pace right across the board. It's almost that second, third effort that's going to get success against the South Africans.
Selvin Davids opens things up. He has Seabelo Senatla on the inside, and Senatla will sign in for work here in Chester in exactly the same fashion as he ended it on day 1. Scoring again. But that one about the fast feet of Selvin Davids.
You know it's coming, you just can't stop it. And in tandem, Davids gets on the outside. Seabelo Senatla, he just cruises. First attacking input today, first touch of the ball, he gets his try.
Successful conversion and 12 points to zip for South Africa.
And there's Davids bouncing around the outside, absorbs 2 defenders, goes round the outside because of the dummy line from Senatla, and then the tracking on the inside from the famed South African try scorer. All too easy for Senatla, but a wonderful play from Davids.
As they were across their games yesterday. Kurtley Arendse, Selvin Davids has Seabelo Senatla this time to find via the feet, and Senatla just needs a little bit of footwork to control, and he'll get there. The referee has a look and gives it. Senatla has 2 in 30 seconds of play on the pitch.
Oh, and how good was that one? The deft touch running full tilt. Senatla, just a rugby player, he's also a footballer. That chance to be able to control the ball, he could be called up for Bafana with skill set like that.
Selvin Davids getting a lot of practice at the conversion and nailing it on that occasion to go into half-time.
And here it is. Uses his right foot. Twice a little touch, and that pick-up put down. That's why he's one of the best finishers in the game of rugby, irrelevant of code.
Ron now, little show to Selvin Davids, and the blitz boxer in space, working out where the best option is. Of course, it's outside. Seabelo Senatla is there, and Selvin Davids now has it back. Senatla has a 1-2, and the blitz boxer in again. It is sometimes that easy.
The 1-2, 1-2. South African stars really encapsulating just how effective they can be. Lovely little return balls. And if you don't put them to the deck as a tackler, they're just going to keep haunting you. To the dark depths of this game now, approaching 15 minutes of the clock's running time. Last kick approaching, and it has been yet another impressive effort from the South African team, who are just blowing teams away.
An happy Bravadra turned from someone who was snarling at his opponent's moment before to trying to protect them. It's good to see. Hedoltz. Muller Duplessis is on, and he has incredible speed. Senatla perhaps even more. Callum Waters has a job here to get back, and Waters has just let the ball bounce, and it's enough for Senatla to get a third. South Africa causing all sorts of problems in the backfield for England. Seabelo Senatla with another one for the day.
It's Gary Player, wasn't it? The harder you work, the luckier you get. Seabelo Senatla chased that one down. Yes, he got a member's bounce. Callum Waters, hugely unlucky. He got down, couldn't try to stop the ball, and then, as though on a piece of string, Seabelo Senatla reels it in and get yet another score for this South African team against England.
Justin Hedoltz, he's been very accurate with his restarts to that right-hand wing. And unsurprisingly, comes back in blitzbox hands. Here goes Hedoltz. Speckman on the switch. Senatla claiming that in full motion and then dispensing with another defender. Senatla goes in again, and that is all about his power.
You know it's going to be a good one when the crowd make a noise almost of disbelief. The way you can change direction, bounce and power off people. It's like he transforms on a rugby field. One of the few flaws of the conversion, but this is all about Senatla. Gets it way above his head, then the bounce off the left on the inside, beats two defenders. That power shot with all the force of his step, changes the ball into the other arm. All these skills that people would just take for granted, but this guy practices countless times.
Hasn't broken free himself all that much. Everyone who has scored tries will have some credit for him though, and Senatla is looking to make one all by himself here. Bernard against Senatla. It's going to be Seabelo. See you later. We've seen the power. Now we get a chance to see the pace. What a player this man is.
Just a try-scoring machine. Franking all these tries with a similar style. Again, the ball hand change. And then, I was looking forward to this because you're going to pick two French players to try and chase him down. You would want the 7 Bernard and Dumortier, number 2, to try and have a go. They couldn't. They actually ended up tackling each other. Senatla casually strolling back to the halfway. And the crowd now seeing what he's capable of doing.
Everything balances on his clock here, but play goes on. Selvin Davids again. Dry, switching. Ireland still putting the pressure on JC Pretorius. He'll never give up. Seabelo Senatla puts it on the toe for himself. In behind is a Chukwu. Senatla gets another. He has been the Prince of Wings here in Chester. Is he going to get this try? Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because time is up. Ireland have delivered a message to the west of World Sevens in beating the Springboks here.
Two stellar names in the world of sevens, Dan Norton, Seabelo Senatla. Many people around the world loving seeing you back in the field. Is it the same for you?
No, not for me. I think they hate me, to be honest.
Nice little one-on-one there. I always say about the old boy. Still any new tricks or not?
Nah, the old trick still works, eh? The man has a chip and chase of life. I don't know how he gets it. But it's, no, it's dedicated. So I'm mourning them already, but it's still going to happen because I kind of like knew like something like that was going to happen, but you still can't get there, I guess.
Well, end of the day, they gave it. What do you say when you walk past him?
Great try, great try. It was close, but at the same time the referee gave it, so yeah, it was nice. But no, it's good having the big dogs back. Big year, nice challenging against the best wingers in the world. Keep us all young and on our toes, so yeah.
Keep us all young, hey, says the old goat. It's his 11th year on the 7 series.
No, there's something in there. I promise you. He still has a guess. Well, I turned and tried to like beat him, but he still got there first. So it says something.
And you've seen the 7s dream again. Went to 15s for a bit, back in the world of 7s. What are we expecting from you this year?
Yeah, well, I love it here, man. It's amazing. Firstly,
Not
year
here in
2.
Chester, it's a bit,
No,
it's a
not
bit
Chester.
wet.
I'm talking about 7 as a whole. Yeah, the weather is horrible. Nothing like Africa, but I'm loving it, man. It's great to be back with the boys. I think the camaraderie between us and the rest of the teams is so awesome. Like, there's nothing like that on planet Earth. So really, really good to be back. It's tough on the field, but outside the pitch, it's lovely because you get to meet people like this. So.
Well, how about that? 2 stars of the game. Rivals on the pitch, but friends off it. That's what 7s is all about. Been a pleasure, guys.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, Vix, cheers. Nice.
Cheers, brother. Thank you. Coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, all over again.
today?